to beat fear is through really still making choices when I feel like the opposite. Sometimes it'll come up as, hey, don't do this, you shouldn't do this. That doesn't matter. You should make the choice that makes the most sense. Internally feels the best, but also don't listen to any internal or external voice, quote unquote, that contradicts your truth. It's the thing. I'm not giving nobody else advice. I'm really speaking to myself of what I need to do. And what I'm finding is that if you're afraid to make a decision, if you're afraid of a certain consequence, if you're afraid, then you've already lost. So the only way to win in that is like making a decision no matter what. And there's times where making a decision for me has been extremely more triumphant because of what I've faced. And I think that you don't need to view yourself as something wrong with you. I don't think it's ever a productive way to look at yourself. I don't view myself that way. I do fight against anything that would, through taking action. And with your mental health, with my mental health, what is it that makes you stay healthy? Focusing on health. Focusing on illness does not bring wellness. The things of illness deal with the things of illness. The things of wellness deal with the things of wellness. And only through taking action, and sometimes that action is stillness. Sometimes that action is silence. Sometimes that action is like making a choice, even if I feel the opposite is necessary. If I feel the opposite of making a choice, if I feel the opposite of creating, if I feel the opposite of, being happy, then making a choice to be happy sometimes is all I need to do. And I'm not instant grits. Blaine's not instant grits. Blaine is like the hominy grits on the stove, because there's times where I had to build myself from an idea of myself and then lose that idea too. And I think everyone kind of has that experience at a certain level. So let's be compassionate with ourselves, but also if you feel fear, the only way I found to beat that fear is making a choice. I haven't found any other ways to beat it yet. And no matter how small or great the fear, make a decision. Make that decision to be yourself. Make the decision to try. Even I didn't want to go on this live, to be honest. I did not want to go on this live. And I was like, but I have to practice. Like, I post a lot, right? Because I'm thinking of it as content you develop that has a long form, and documenting what I'm doing versus, trying to go against myself and try to curate a little too much. I feel like content, when is forced, you could definitely feel it. And I think just creating the most as possible is the best, also opportunity-driven focus. So I had to tell myself, do not sit there and think in your head. If you feel you should post, please do. And that's what I just did. So this is a real life example of, you're not always going to feel the exact thing to do. You could choose it though. You could choose to do the right thing. You could choose to do what's right for you. And it's through these choices, intentional choices, that we beat that fear. There's no other way I've found. I love you.